Okay, it says I'm live. Now I have to go fix my camera, guys. I'll be back in just 1 second. You know, we don't need it to have a heartbeat. If it would let me fix it ahead of time, I would, but it never lets me fix it until I'm already live. Hello, hello. I hope everybody's doing real well today. Hmm. There we go. All right. Looks like everything's all set up. Yay. Hi, Candy. How are you? Thank you for whoever did the thumbs up already. I appreciate it. Hello, everyone. I think I've got all the chores done so that I'm good to go. So, how is everybody doing? You're good. I'm glad. I made such a huge mess the other day. I have just oh, it was a mess, and I was running trying to get in here. Um, the the grocery store had some things that we needed to go. Oh, they had this weekend thing where they do their sales on the weekend, and they had coffee. And when coffee is $4 off per uh, whatever pound or 2 pounds or whatever it is, I don't remember what it is that Jeff buys because I don't drink it. But when it's like that, we go tired from yesterday. Oh, Becky, sorry, gave up on sleep. Yeah, that's what happens to me. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Mandy. Um, Becky, I don't sleep and then I drag. So I do get that. So we're going to start with our little book, but I don't really want to do that until everybody gets in here. So I think while everybody is coming in, I'm going to go ahead and cut these little things up that I made to make. I made these to make tickets for our ticket book. So, oh, Becky, little book is at the house. Well, that's the way it goes. That's okay. You can do it later. Um, I can't remember. I think I used the cutter for that. We'll find out. If it doesn't cut, then we'll know. Um, Hi, Patricia. I hope I didn't miss anybody coming in. Oh yeah, I did not use a cutter. I used the scissors. So that is what's going to happen. Oh, good. I took the scissors to the other side of the room, of course. Um, you mean cottage? Yeah. I figured as much, Beck. I figured it's either one place or the other. It's really hard when you're traveling back and forth between places. For a while there, when we first got home, all of my stuff was out in the camper. It's like, oh, well, I can't do that right this minute because it's out in the camper. Good morning, Barbara. Um, like I said, I'm just gonna get these things cut while I'm waiting for people to come in, and then we're gonna do our little journal page. I am going to do a little journal page, and then I have a totally junk journal piece planned, and I'm hoping you guys will have fun. You're not sure you're getting up yet? Oh, and Becky got up at 5, so she's been up for ages. I have a tendency to wake up about then too. Yeah, it's not perfect. That's good. I think we will just sometimes when you use book paper that is this old, um, the paper cutter doesn't like it. Cat will keep it. Oh. And what did the cat want so badly at 6? Fed? Hi, Mina. Anyways, we went to the grocery store. I have 2 full freezers, and I have, of course, we just have little freezers, but both the freezers are full. I could not get all the fresh vegetables I wanted, but that's pretty standard lately. We're only managing to get some of the fresh vegetables. Oh yeah, Becky. You don't need to be out in that heat anyways, not if you don't feel good. I don't know how Jeff does it. Just a little bit. I go out here and there. I'm give out. I'm trying to get a few of these things ready so that Tuesday I'm not quite so slow. Lisa gets so much done and I get nothing done. I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, it's like breathing soup. It's like you turn the shower on at the hottest you can make it so it just steams and you stand there and try to breathe it, but all you are is outside. It's and now we got another thunderstorm coming. It is not supposed to rain until next week, not for us. At the same time, it has rained every day, but it doesn't rain very long, just a couple of minutes, and then it stops. But it rains really hard for a couple minutes. Yay! A new baby. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay. No pictures yet? Well, are they still in the hospital, Becky? Because did you got the new baby quilt done? Didn't you? I was thinking you had, but I'm not gonna know. I'm not gonna say for sure that you have no clue. Ah, okay. They haven't said anything yet. Then probably. Okay, so those are ready. I'll just have to punch them and figure out what I'm gonna do with punching them later, which is fine. Did everybody see my post and that for Totally Junk Journal you need some what do you call that? Magazine paper? Thin paper like a magazine. That's the deal. You don't want it to be real heavy. You want it to be thinner. Hi, Lisa. We're gonna do our little journal first. I'm just cutting these things so that I kind of have them ready for Tuesday. And I was just kind of waiting for people to get here so that we have most everybody here before I started. Yay! Hi, Susan. Did I miss anybody coming in? I hope not. Hello to everybody. I'm glad you're all here. I can't think what I was going to say. I'm a little brain dead. Going to the grocery store just wears me out. It just, I don't know how Jeff does it when he goes as often as he goes, because it just absolutely wears me out. It makes me so tired I can't hardly see straight. Okay, you're eating lunch. Okay, well, I'll finish cutting this before, but I'm not going to do a zine today because unfortunately I have to get off a little bit early today. I have a bead show that starts tonight and I'm not quite ready. It won't take much, but I'm going to need to get off and make sure I'm ready for that. There, those both look very tickety. Don't you think they look tickety? Ticket-like? Ticket-like. Oh, Susan, hi, Karen. I'm glad you're here. I know you'll catch up, dear, but I'm just going to finish cutting these up, and that way it's done. You know. Let's see. I don't want that piece though. There. Several tickets from a book page. I like that. I could actually make those smaller. No, I like them big like that. I'm going to leave them. So you're going to have to get up because you want to do this Totally Junk Journal. Ah, well, that's okay. All right, I'm going to get out our little book, our little journal, and do our little journal page first. At least I thought I was. I need to find it. There it is. I knew it was in there somewhere. Okay, now we need some bits. Okay, we need some bits. What bits do we have on our table? Well, I have those bits. I have that bit. What is this? That's some bit. A couple of those. This funny thing. I have these bits that I just cut off my tickets. I have those words I cut off my ticket. I do have some, what you call it, tape. I got some Oh, there's a good bit. There's a flower from nowhere. I think we got enough bits. We'll see what we can do. Yes, Susan, I thank God every day the fact that He has right now given me 2 freezers because we got rid of our big freezer and the camper freezer runs off the solar power, so I don't have to. It's just a refrigerator. Don't get me wrong, it's just a refrigerator, but that freezer is full out there because I could fill it up with the stuff I need to fill it up with. And then I won't, after today, I probably won't have to go to the grocery store for 2 or 3 weeks, except for fresh vegetables. And we'll just do that when we have to be out anyways for something else. And so, yeah, I think every day. Okay, that's the bits I found on my table. So now I need to find a page to put those bits on. How's the cleanup going, Janet? Janet, if you don't know, Janet lost some very big trees in her backyard. So, okay, I'm going to look for a page that we have not done yet. There's a plain white page, but I don't know about that. Yes, Susan. Now we did not want to have a big freezer because of the hurricanes. We didn't intend to be here. Hello, Andrea. It's going to be a long, hard process. Yes, I'm sure, Janet. The year we were in South Dakota and we got hit by 3 tornadoes. We lived in a little tiny itty bitty town of like 300 people. Hi, Nashville. And 3 tornadoes came through our little town. And we only lost 1 tree, but neighbors around us lost tons and tons and tons of trees. The whole, community, it took forever for it to get cleaned up because, you'd think you'd be cleaning up one spot, but then there's more spots to clean up. So I'm liking this page with the map, but I haven't made my decision yet. We have this page that should be, it's possibly white for everybody else, but my ink bled through the back side. So, oh, I've got that page, which is painty. Don't really like that ticket with it. I was going to say, Janet, that would have just been being without power. That would have really, really been hard for me in the heat. Okay, that's a painty paper page. It's white on the back side. Another painty paper page. I like this painty paper page. Partially because my ticket kind of goes. I'm thinking maybe that one. Okay, so this is the very back. Oops, let me move up. Sorry. Has my camera gotten pushed back? Let's see here. Sorry, guys. Hi, Mary. Did I miss you coming in? Hello, I missed you coming in. Sorry about that. Gail's here too. Hi, Gail. Well, hello, Gail. I didn't see you come in. I'm so glad everybody's here. If I missed anybody coming in, hello, hello. Okay, so let's see. There's the back page, next page, and then this page. We've already done that side, but this side is painty paper. So it's the third piece of paper from the back. And it's the the inside a bit towards the front. Oh my goodness. That's not good, Susan. Not good. Okay, so that's the page we're going to do today. We have these little bits. I also have staples in this page too, where I look at here. I used a piece of this stuff apparently right there to make a pocket. So, just I could make another pocket or a belly band. Make a tag that's stuck in the belly band. That might be fun. This has got to be torn down just a little bit if I'm going to do that. Thank you, Andrea. You're going to lurking in at no chat mode. Okay, Mary. We get a lot of rain here with the storms, and when you do, sometimes the pine trees just don't cut it. Okay, so this can go in there like a little tag or a little something, but we need to decorate this whole thing up a little bit. Well, first let's make our tag. Let's see here. I have this little piece of stuffs. I have this little piece of stuffs. Let's do a ticket. We have friends that one of the hurricanes imploded their house. It took walls and popped them in like this. And they have a bunker. He built a concrete room, see here you can't go down. So he put it on top of the ground and then they put dirt up and over it. So it's basically a concrete room that has a hill built on top of it. That's and guaranteed that if it gets stormy, they're out there. And I can't blame them, to have ridden out a storm like that. They also have enough solar to run their entire house because they were 14 days without any power. And hurricanes always come at the lovely time of heat. So, They just got the solar this year. They live out on the river. Okay, we need some ink. uh, Karen, in the wintertime in South Dakota, the first year we were there, second year we were there, second year we were in South Dakota, we had an ice storm and it knocked all the power out. And we were without power for 4 days. There were people that were without power for 2 weeks and better, but we were without power for 4 days. Melting snow to flush a toilet is just not the easiest thing in the world to do. We had some interesting times that year. But our next door neighbor, his wife was in the nursing home, and he didn't cook. He went out for every meal and often went out in the middle of the night for coffee. And I was like, Jeffrey, he has got to come over here because I don't want him going to town in this mess. And so Jeff went and got him, and I fed him for 2 or 3 days. But that's one reason why I have a gas stove here, is because of the hurricanes. It won't light by itself, but the gas shouldn't go out. Unless there's some really big problem, the gas usually doesn't go out. And you can always light it with a lighter or matches. Of course, I guess I could cook on the torch too if I had to. Oh dear. You were going to fly on your throne. All I could think of was me flying in the air on the throne with this. I see on that throne. I see. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. We have a few little bits there. Can you hear my wash machine stopping? It plays music when it stops. Thank you, Janet. Yeah, Andrea. It is not my favorite stove in the world. I couldn't actually get what I wanted. I wanted a cheap gas stove, you know, one that had 4 little burners. They make all the gas stoves now with these giant burners in them. I don't like that. Now, what the problem was is I wanted an oven that did certain things, and the gas stoves that come with those ovens, you have a gas stove now in the living room. Well, we don't have any heat either if the power goes out, but that's not really anything to worry about here. It gets cold. Don't get me wrong, it gets cold. It just doesn't get that cold. Don't ask me why this tag needs all this stuff, but for some reason this tag needs all this stuff. Yep, I like it. Hello, Maria. Not a cook stove. Oh, like a wood stove. Oh, yeah. We have when we were in South Dakota, we had wood stoves in the house when we bought the house, and promptly thereafter, the insurance agent said that all of those wood stoves that we had were not usable if I wanted to keep my insurance. So I had to go buy new wood stoves, which really was irritating. But I had bought both of them when we had the storm, and it really made a difference because they were just tiny, less expensive wood stoves, but it meant that we had something to heat on and melt snow, and because our water was out. Um, the water company was out longer than the power was out. Oops, I should have put that down first. Let's pick this up a little bit. There we go. We also, well, we have natural gas furnace and that kind of thing. So, but the, what do I want to say? We have carbon monoxide protectors. Even in the camper, we have carbon monoxide detectors, not protectors, detectors, Tanya. Okay, so we need some more ink here. Um, we were on a well when that all happened. That's why we didn't have any water. And that's what happens here is that they have to shut the water off because the trees and stuff take the they're not sure, they have to test it, the water gets contaminated is what I'm trying to say. So we tend to lose our water because of contamination. I don't know why this one decided it just needed a little tag and tuck spot. Who knows? Yes, Barbara. I noticed that a couple years ago that they keep shutting your water off. Um, okay, so if we put this on here and we can tuck this in here, that's really kind of, I like that. It's kind of cute. So let's put that on there and let's then see what else we want to, that way this can dry. Oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Hi, Teresa. Yay, having a house full of company wouldn't be bad, too, I guess. As long as it's not too full of company. I'd really like to see my son. Okay, so I have this fun little tiny itty bitty piece. By the way, it says something about Bill. I think it says Bill TOKTOH something. Bye, Karen. Have a great day, okay? I'm so glad you popped in. Okay, so I'm thinking put that right there. And I like these. This one says Blessed Assurance. And this one says He leadeth me. Of course, they're on cardstock, so they're hard to tear. Gonna have to go under there just a little bit. There you go. There it is. Okay. Ink, ink, ink. Susan's trying to think of a politically correct joke. I'm originally from Michigan, Teresa. I went to school and so that didn't stick very well right there, which means we'll just take it apart. I went to school in Rochester, but I'm from a little tiny town north of Flint called Montrose. Let's see if this one's going to come off. No, that one's not going to come off. We want to be careful with anything politically incorrect, Andrea. You want me to get a boo boo on my YouTube my good girl YouTube business kind of thing. A strike. It's called a strike when YouTube gives it to you. There we go. am loving these new little ink pads. Bob? Oh, dear. Susan, that was kind of bad. You know where Montrose is? Yep. Mm-hmm. Now, it's actually got a stoplight in town now, or two. I don't know. When I was growing up, there was, I think, a stop sign in the middle of town, but that was it. Yeah, I think they're still having huge water problems, Teresa. Yep, a whole light. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now we're going to put this in. And put this on top of it, just because it's pretty color. Not because it says anything, just because it's a pretty color. This one in. Now, do I want this one over here? Yep, I think so. uh, yes, but she's got a whole list of them that are all all of all interesting, aren't they? Though, Andrea. Okay, I think we're going to put a piece or two of this in, just because it looks like fun, and it was sitting here, so. It's not going to be easy to put in, I don't think. Not where I want it. I shouldn't have glued that down. I knew that when I did it. Okay, I think I'm happy now. Does that look as crooked to you? No, it is. Let's see if I can get it up. Nope, it's in there crooked. It's going to stay crooked. And now it needs some scribbles. SpongeBob has arms and legs and lives under the sea. Oh. Okay. Done. So what do you guys think? There's the page. And then this is going to go in there, which I really like because I think it's cute. Come on, go in there. There we go. Just like that. Lisa, are you still eating lunch? Okay, I gotta date this. What's the date today? I like it when the tag is in there, especially. I think the tag kind of, that for some reason the tag just said to be a tag today. Don't know why. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Andrea. Now the flower, believe it or not, was from a napkin that we were doing the napkin journal. It was just on my table. It was just a leftover piece. So, and this is from the other day when we were working on our new tag journal. These are from the tag journal. So, all right. So today is the 9th. So we have August 9th. 20. It's not going to write. 2020. Okay. Yay! I like it. But now I have more little bits on my table. And I have to keep these little numbers because they're cool. Alrighty. Who's going to play along with the Totally Junk Journal? Hi, Holly. You're spray dyeing a lot of paper for your new journal. Either that. Hi, Kathy. I didn't see you pop in. Andrea, you could put it underneath all your paint. Hi, Denise. Yeah, they do kind of look industrial. You could put it under all your paint, like I did my art journal covers, and not be able to find them for 3.5 weeks. That's where they were. I have this. It's like a big silverware tray, so I don't know what kind of divider it is because there's no way you need that huge of a thing. It's about 12 by 24, and it's full to the gills with these paints. And I had tucked my art journal. Yay, Mina's gonna play. I think Barbara's gonna play. Lisa's probably gonna play. Anyways, I had tucked those covers underneath this. So if you want your paper flat, you can put them under there. Just don't forget they're under there. Kathy and Holly and Denise. Is there anybody I missed? If there is, hello, hello. Hi, Sharon. I'm glad y'all are here. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so we are going to do something that we've actually done before. It's one of my favorite episodes from the Totally Junk Journal. Oh. Thank you, Janet. I wanted to make another belly band. There was another envelope in here that needs another page that needed a belly band. Where'd it go? This one could have a belly band. This one could have a belly band. That would be fun. Anyways, probably put it on this one. I want to put another belly band in here. So we're going to do the gum wrapper chain. But we, of course, do not have gum wrappers. So this is a catalog that would work just fine. This is a magazine. It would work just fine. The deal is you want the paper to be kind of lightweight. I found the security envelopes just a little too heavy. The weight of them is just a little much. So this lighter weight type paper, I suppose if you were using, I'm thinking, my brain went on vacation as I was trying to tell you, if you were using painty paper, I would think the copy paper weight would work, but I know that deli paper weight will work. So something that's lighter weight, okay? Ooh, a clackety book, yay! And you got a cute kitty, Andrea, how fun. So we're going to need a couple of pages, and I am going to use, I had that page in my hand, it would have worked perfect. That one will work. I'm going to try to use 2 pages that are contrasty just for you guys, because if I do use 2 pages that are contrasty, then it'll be easier for you to see. But you can use whatever page you want. I know there was another one in here that was gonna, okay. Yeah, I like clackety. Clackety sounds good. Hi, Ashley. I have a tendency to call them Crunchy Book. It is a, we've done a couple of them, Lisa and I have. Oh, Lisa, think up and tell me what they're called. They're collaged books. You collage on cardboard, and because you collage on cardboard and put layers and layers and layers, and then when all of the collage gets done and it gets this wonderful sound that goes tinkle, tinkle, it makes a clackety noise or a crunchy noise or something like that. But they're a single sheet collage type book. And I'll bet you, Ashley, that, Lisa, did we put that in a playlist? I don't remember. Tanya calls them crunchy, but the sound they make is clack, and that's really good. I agree with you. They do make a clack sound. Okay. Now then. How big do we cut our pieces? Crunchy, yes, crunchy books. Scrappy books, yes, scrappy, crispy, crunchy books. Yes. So, Ashley, if you cannot find it on my channel or Lisa's channel where we've called it that, if you will message me over on Facebook or send me an email later, I will hunt up some links for you. Right now, guys, I'm going to cut our pieces for our belly band. She just wanted, Susan said she was going to make a clackety book, Lisa, and we're talking about clackety crunchy books, and Ashley, was it Ashley? It was Ashley, and hello, Ashley. Ashley did not know what we were talking about. Um, but yeah, Ashley, if you can't find it, message me and I'll get you a link. Okay, so we're going to cut our pieces of paper 1.5 inches wide. One and a half inches wide by 3.5 inches long. Now, I'm going to cut one big piece that has that same dimension. What you're going to do is, whatever this width is, you double it and add 1/2 inch. So you can make these pieces of paper however big you want. Okay? So if this is 1.5, you add 1.5 and 1.5, it's 3, and you get add 1/2 inch, that's 3.5. Julie, hi Julie, we're making a belly band for our Totally Junk Journal. If I cut my papers 2 inches wide, and they would be 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1/2 is 4.5. I'm going to cut a piece just for show and tell that is 3 inches wide by 6.5 inches long. So 3 plus 3 plus 1/2 inch. Whatever your papers are, that's the okay, there's a word. It just went away. Sonia made the comment the other morning that sometimes in her translation of English from her language, she loses words. I'm losing words, and I'm trying to do it with the same language. Proportions. Proportions is the word I'm looking for. Always the same proportions. It has to be double the width plus 1/2 inch long. That would be good, Holly. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting a whole bunch of pieces that are 1.5 by 3.5. Try to cut them as straight as you can. Don't freak out if they're not perfect. We want them close, not, you know. Yes, proportions. It took me forever to find that word in my brain, Andrea. It's just, I don't know. I don't like this when I can't find the words I want. I'm thinking I may need some of those brain booster vitamins or something. Okay, Julie, I would think you're still half asleep. Do you have to go to work today? And just so everybody knows, there is a video that will be up tonight at 5 o'clock that has very close-up pictures of what we're going to do today. I cannot do that when I'm live streaming because the camera I use for videos is totally different than my live stream camera. So if you miss it and it doesn't make sense, somebody's not happy. There's a cop making noise outside. But I started to say, if you miss it and it doesn't make sense, there's going to be a video that will, be really close. No work today. Yay, no work today. quit storing, Susan. Okay. Let's see if I can do these all at one time. I don't know if I can or not. Yeah, they're close. Remember, they're that extra half an inch long. Of course, the very bottom two did not cut. There we go. Let's not do all of those at one time. Oh, you can't see. I'm sorry. It's I'll get it up there. Wild winds and rain. Wow. You're trying to get the wild animal in your mouth. Might have been, Susan. Might have been. Okay, Lisa said be right back. She'd be right back. So we're going to have to wait for Lisa because I don't want to do this until she gets right back. Which is okay because the tea fairy just came in the back door. And I'm almost out. So I'm going to go ask the tea fairy to make me some tea. I'll be right back. Oh, you're coming? Ah, he's heard me. He heard me. The tea fairy is so good to me. When Lisa gets back, I'll show you the next thing. Thank you, sweetie. In for the day or?
Well, yeah. My next step was to put the slides out and stuff like that, but I don't want to roll them up if that awning's wet.
Oh, is it raining? It actually is raining?
Yeah, it's sprinkling right now.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I can't blame you for that. So you don't have a tea fairy, so you have to get your own. Yep. You're tearing strips. Okay. Susan, he knows I can. That's the thing. He's just really good to me. I have to tell you, he's very, very good to me. Okay. Now, I need to, forgot I was going to take this apart. Okay, come on now. Come apart.
Find some lunch and probably get a shower.
Okay.
It's not looking too good north of us. So
Well, I can hear the thunder,
I don't know
so
which direction it's going.
yeah. He was gonna put the what do you call those? The slides out on the camper and put them back in. You're supposed to do that every month or so, and he was going to do all that today. Well, because it's not supposed to rain, but now apparently it's going to rain. Okay, Andrea's back, but I haven't seen Lisa come back, so we may have to start without Lisa. I may have to go back and show her afterwards. So, anyways, Mina? How are you doing? Are you in? Mina, it depends on the length. I knew you were going to ask that. It depends on the length of your envelope. And if you were to make a different size piece of paper than I made, it would depend on that. So I'm going to tell you around 30. around 30 because you might have to have a few more than 30 to finish. But if you've got close to 30, then we'll just go on, and then that way you can make what you need. Do you like the dandelion root, Andrea? Who all? Barbara's making this right now. Mina's making it right now. Yeah, get it roasted. If you don't roast it, it doesn't. It's not very good, anyways. It's kind of funky. Yeah, you have to get it roasted. Julie's gonna make hers later, but that's fine. Lisa was working on hers, but she had to step away, so. Okay, I'm gonna have y'all take a look here. Mina, Lisa, Barbara, I want your attention. I know you're tearing strips, but let me show you this so that I can go on a little bit, okay? I need to know that you're watching. Barbara's ready. Okay, she's all torn. You're paying attention? Andrea's paying attention. All right. Okay. And I'll show Lisa later when she comes back. We're going to take our piece of paper, and you're going to use your little ones. I cut a big one because I wanted you to be able to see it. So we're going to fold it in half lengthwise, hot dog style. Okay. And guys, I'm sure you've done this before. We're going to fold the edge to the middle fold, and then I have to turn it around. Oh, you are watching. Okay, good. Then we're going to fold the other edge to the middle fold. Okay. Oops, I did that wrong because my eyeballs are not on my face since they're up on my head. Okay, there we go. All right. Then it folds up like that. Okay. At that point, you fold it in half long ways. And then you take this edge and you fold to the center fold, and this edge to the center fold. Does that make sense? No, they were on top of my head, Andrea. Okay, so I'm going to do that on the little paper now. Long ways. Long ways to the center. Turn it, I have to turn it around. If you can fold it to the center, long ways to the center. Fold it in half. This is why you have to have a thin paper. If you don't have a thin paper, it gets so much bulk. Fold it, the end to the center fold, and this end to the center fold. And you get this little funny piece where basically the two ends are folded in there like that, okay? Okay, we got to do that to all of our little pieces. So now I've got two different colors, and I'm going to be keeping them two different colors because it'll be easier for you to see later. When we go to making it. But And Lisa, you were gone. Mina asked me how many, and I told her I can't tell you exactly because it depends on the size of the envelope that we were going to put it on. But with the 1.5 by 3.5 inch pieces of paper, it will be about 30 pieces. About. If you want to use 2 different colors, Barbara, use 2 different colors. If you want to make them all the same, make them all the same. It's really, hi Sandra. What are we making? We're making a belly band that is actually a very, very old thing that we used to do with gum wrappers. So these little pieces of paper are in lieu of having gum wrappers. Yep, don't you remember doing that? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you what, we did this a couple years ago, and I should have taken a piece apart so that I didn't have to figure it out. It took me almost an hour yesterday to figure out the proportions of the pieces of paper. Julie, I had to tape my craft mat down. Mine is taped down on the corners. That corner's, well, it's taped, but the paper's ripped. Partially, you know, if I'd have been able to take apart a piece of chewing gum, that might have worked too, but I don't chew gum, so. Barbara, we made these in our last go round of the Totally Junk Journal. So. Well, you know, Holly, you are a bit younger than I am, I think. So you will now know how to do this. So if you chew a lot of chewing gum, it's really fun to use the paper wrappers. Of course, so much of the chewing gum now doesn't come in long, skinny pieces. It comes, you know, in those chunky pieces. I may have to, yes, that's what I use, Julie, is double-sided tape to stick my craft mat down. Hi, Joyce. Yeah, I'm going to have to go look that one up, Andrea. Oh, is it her birthday today? Happy birthday, Joyce. Happy birthday. I can also make a chain with dandelion stems, too. It was yesterday? Yay. The biggest thing is these take forever. So this is a good project. If you want to make, okay, now here's the thing. There's all kinds of other things you could do with this. You can make a piece big enough to make a belt to close your a journal. So you can make it wrap all the way around a journal and have a closure of some sort with it. We're just going to make a belly band with it today, but a few little pieces would also be fun. You could use it to make tabs. Oh yeah, Andrew, you'd have to save gum wrappers forever and ever. I think what we did was just add to our chain every time we got a piece of gum. And gum was not something that my mom bought very often. Of course, I have this. I don't chew gum because I swallow it. I don't know. It's one of those things I can't seem to break myself of. I'll be chewing gum and all of a sudden it will be gone. Have no idea where it went to. I know I swallowed it, you know. Yeah, I don't know. It never did. We never did it with anything. Now you can do this, I think, with Starburst wrappers, um, if I remember right. That they'll fold up. You may have to fold them a little differently. I don't know. Thanks, Joyce. Uh-huh. Gum chains to the height of their boyfriend. Ooh, that sounds like that was a cool thing. Yes, Joyce, I am just weird. That's okay. But yeah, Candy, if I've eaten something really, really awful out that, like a euro, um, with all the onions and garlicky stuff, I might chew a piece of gum, but I can guarantee you it will disappear. It just disappears. Yep, there's lots of weird to go around. My husband thinks it's weird. He can't quite understand. How come I don't know where my gum went to? Oh, this part is kind of, like I said, this is good TV. Andrew, it's been forever since I've had one. Especially a good one. Um, I've had we've had a couple down here, but there's no place that's really good. There was a place in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Man, they made good gyros. Oh, they made good gyros. When we went to Sioux Falls, and we would have to go to Sioux Falls, reasonably often because that's the only city near at all. Um, we always went to Nick's and got gyros for lunch. You've never had a gyro? Oh, Holly. They're very, very good. I learned to eat gyros and falafel and things like that when we were at school. The for Southern Illinois being such a small town, not a big city, because of the fact that they taught English as a second language at that university, um, they had a lot of foreign students, and so the food in town um, was there was all kinds of different kinds of food. When we would go to Tucson, there was several places we would go to have falafel and some of tabbouleh salad and things like that. The small town next to your smaller town has a new Greek restaurant. It's worth a try, but not all gyros are the same. I will tell you that. Because there's a small restaurant here that has them. They're just not that great. Most Greek restaurants, it's all Greek to you. Airbus? I don't know what Airbus is, but I'm guessing it's a. If you saw that word, you wouldn't have known what it was. I will tell you, Julie, that a lot of people pronounce it gyro. It's supposed to be euro, but if somebody said gyro, I would know what they were talking about. But it's good. Now, the place that we used to get them in Sioux Falls, they had a lamb beef mixture, and then they had chicken. I never ate the chicken one because I liked the other one so well, but it's highly spiced meat, Holly, just so you know. It was originally, I think, lamb more than anything, but most of what we get now, what we've gotten recently, is a lamb or beef mixture. Okay, we're getting there, guys. I think I'm going to do like 4 more, and then we're going to see what happens. Arby's sells a lamb one. Do not try it. I wouldn't doubt it. It sounds off. The fact that it's a fast food one doesn't sound all that good. Okay, Julie. Andrea, I've forgotten where you're at. Which town? Are you in Ann Arbor? Do I remember that? I've forgotten. Yes, that's what I was thinking, Ann Arbor. And see, that's kind of a college town, so some of those things tend to end up more in college towns. It's 46 miles away. Well, Holly, I wouldn't drive after it just for that, but all right, I'm about done, guys. Are we ready to watch again? Do I have Mina and Barbara and Lisa's attention especially, just in case? How are you guys doing on folding yours? We ready? Okay. 1 second. I am going to try to zoom my camera in a little bit. Okay. Now, let me try and zoom the camera in just a little bit, see if it'll come in. I don't know. Sometimes it does. Well, that's as much as it's going to do. Julie, I've had that too, and I really like that. Hi, Kathy. All right. So I'm going to do this with the big pieces first, just so you can see what's happening. Okay. So we have this piece, and if you look at your pieces, one side, there's a single fold. The other side, you end up with a bunch of little folds. So when we have our piece folded like this side has like 3 little slots because it has this slot, this middle, and this slot, right? But if you turn it over, you end up with a whole bunch of little places, right? So we're always going to work with this side where there's only 3. Because if we do, it makes our life easier. All right? So I'm going to do my best to hold it where you can see it. I'm going to take hold of this one with the side we want, and then I'm going to find this is the side we want on this piece, right? Can we see that? I hope so. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this one with the side we want down towards me into this, okay? So it goes between things, and we push it through. And then I'm going to turn it, and now the side we want to work with is on the bottom. And I'm going to find another piece, and I'm going to find that side we want to work with, and I'm going to keep it towards the bottom, and I'm going to put once. Okay, let me see. Can you see it? Let's see. Okay, can you see them? I'm hoping so. I'm going to put one piece in there and the other piece in there. Come on, go in there. And I'm going to push this through. Now, sometimes you have to wiggle them a little bit. Come on. You have to talk to it. And you pull it out. Okay? And then when you turn it over, again, on the bottom towards you is the side you want to work with. And we get another one. We do the same thing. Can you all see? I hope you all can see. I can't read chat and do this at the same time. Yeah, it just goes in. That's right. It just goes in. Okay. And then I gotta have another piece. You just keep going just like that. And for me, it's easier when I'm not trying to show you and I can just put it in flat. I put one piece in and then I put the other piece in. Come on, go in there. Now, Julie, I don't know if you were here when I told everybody the proportions for cutting the paper. No matter what size you cut your papers, if you have to double the width and then add ½ inch. And believe me, I tried it with a bunch of different sizes yesterday to make sure that it would work. Now these pieces of paper are 3 inches by 6½ inches. These pieces are 1½ by 3, and not 1½ by 3½. Ashley's here, and did she have a question? Yes, Kathy. It's just like the. Okay, guys, now behave yourselves. Okay, Barbara. The the big thing is that if you try to work on the side where this little piece of paper is open, it's always hard. So what we're going to do is we're just going to feed them through from one side to the other. Tanya, please unfold the original piece. Is hot dog fold just half or double? Okay. Yep. I will unfold one of these big ones. Just a minute. Let me get it out of there. Sometimes it's hard to get back out. Okay. Okay. So this is our piece. Okay. We're going to fold it in half. Then we open it up and we take the raw edge and fold it to the middle. And we turn around, and the other side we take the raw edge and fold it to the middle and then fold it back up. I see, Andrea. Okay. So then once we have that done, then we fold it in half lengthwise, but we open it back up and fold this end to the middle fold and this end to the middle fold, and then fold it up. Okay, Susan. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay, then let me show you. Let me take this apart again. Let me get it apart. Did you miss a fold, Mina? Just 1 second. And it's really funny that you have to have that extra ½ inch in there. If you don't have that extra ½ inch length on every single size I tried, it will not fit. It just, don't know. Not sure. You're confused. Let me do it again. Just 1 second. I do it again. Hi, Nashua. I think I said hi earlier. I'm not sure. Okay. So we have our piece of paper, and we fold it in half lengthwise. Then we open it, and we take the side that's cut and fold it to that center fold. Then we take the other side that's cut and fold it to the center fold. And then we fold it back up. After that, so now it's actually 4 layers thick, right? It's got the outside and then 2 insides. So basically, it ends up being 4 layers thick. Okay. Then we fold it in half. But we open it up and fold this piece to the half mark. And we take this piece and fold it to the half mark, which you can see I didn't get it quite in there on that one. And then we fold it back again. Okay? Now, when you look at your pieces, this one has a folded edge right there, a folded edge right there. It's got this hole in the middle. This is our center. Then we again, on this side, have a folded edge right there and a folded edge with this hole in the middle. These 2 holes are what we're going to use. Okay, Now, if you turn it over and you start looking at this, you've got a whole bunch of little pieces of paper. See, it divides because this is where it's all folded up together. We're going to just avoid that side, because if we avoid this side and work with this side, life is just easier. There you go, Holly. Just as long as you're not disturbing anybody. That's right. You fold it in half, and each half in half, and then repeat. That's right, Ashley. Okay. So then, once we've got all of our little pieces folded up like that, we always look for this easy side. It's just the way it is. Hi, Cheryl. I call it the easy side, because it'll work doing it the other way. It will work. It's just harder to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of let this piece open up a little bit. See, it turns into its little V. I've got the easy side in my thumb or on the bottom, and I'm going to just put this piece in between there. See there? And I'll push it done. Okay, so now I have this kind of upside down L, and I have my easy side on the bottom, and I'm going to look for the next piece and find the easy side. Let me see if I can hold it funny. Okay, there we go. Let me see if I can open them where you can see them. Okay, can you see those now? See how they open up between there? Now, this time, the easy side is toward your other piece of paper. So when it goes in, just so you know, I'm trying to get a hold of it where you can see it. You put this piece in this side, this piece in that side, and you push it through. This is really hard to do where you guys can see it. And it just fits, okay? And you just push it on through. And I always just turn it over, because that keeps this easy bottom piece where I can get to it. Okay. And I'm just going to continue putting those in there. Could you see that? Come on, go in there. Push through. And it just fits. Now see here, again, this is the two pieces that are easy. Is it making sense, Barbara? And it just wiggles through there. Just barely. Got it. Got it. Barbara, I haven't heard from Lisa lately, so I hope that she's... Yes, if you put one in the wrong way, it won't zigzag. Yeah, that's it. That's okay. If you haven't noticed, I flip this over every time, just so that it makes it easy for me, because I'm working from right to left then. Okay. So now I'm going to start doing it with my little pieces. And you work them the same exact way, you just couldn't see them. Oh, she didn't. Okay. she'll catch up. Now, it is especially important that you work from the bottom when you got little pieces, because if you start trying to get this thing through there, when you've got all the little folds, and I tend to put in one side and then grab it and put in the other side. If you can get both of them to go in there at the same time, fine. And like I said, you can work, I mean, you could do this with giant pieces of paper if you wanted. It just needs to have that extra ½ inch. Hi, Violet. Yes, it's right, with gum wrappers. It would have saved me a lot of time yesterday if I'd have had a gum wrapper in the house to measure, but I didn't, so. And like I said, I just keep turning it over because for me, working from right to left just seems to work better. And that way also, Barbara, it helps me to keep going the right, shoving my pieces in the right direction. Yep, keep the correct side open to the piece you're building. Yeah, there you go, Barbara. Just something to make it where you what something that makes it makes sense to you when you're working with it. Now see what happens when you use two different colors. If you're working with two different colors, you get one side that is one side of the points are one color and the other side of the points are the other color. The other thing is every once in a while you get one that does not want to open, so I can usually use my fingernail, but I did use this the other day. Oh, that would be cool with fabric. Uh-huh. It would be fun with fabric. You'd have to, it would definitely need to be stiffened. Um, but it would work and you wouldn't have any raw edges. Um, yeah, that would be interesting, Kathy. If you decide to do it, you're going to have to put picture. I don't know that I folded enough little pieces up, but that's okay. I can get to it in a minute. There's Cheryl back. There we go. Tearing a minty wrapper around the edge to make it into a spiral. Oh, that would be fun. Yep. And like I said, if you get one of these upside down, you can get the continue, but it just is harder to get the next wrapper into the right spot. I'm going to have to stop and fold some more, I think. Come on, go in there. Oh my goodness. You know, and grass has an awful lot of vitamins in it. That's why they make all those green grass smoothie things. What is it? They actually grow wheatgrass. Wheatgrass. But all grass has a lot of vitamins in it. We used to chew on grass all the time. Used to, hi, Dabs. You still have your gum rubber chain? I do not have mine. That's for sure. Welcome, welcome. And do you have a different first name you'd like to be called by? I will write it down. I will not promise I will remember. That happens to me. Yes, Susan, you do have to be careful to choose the right blade. I agree with that. Okay. I definitely don't have enough pieces folded up. Oh, come on now. Yes, Julie, we used to do that too. I'm not very good at that. Okay, so frankly, that's not, where's my book? Where's my book and my, okay, there's my page I want to put it on. See, it's not long enough yet. So I've got to fold up some more pieces because I didn't make it long enough. Yeah, I'm going to have more pieces. Mine is about 5 inches long, but that's okay. I can make more pieces. Need more pieces, but mine is 3.5 inches long. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, how fun, Julie. I don't remember my dad ever doing something like that. I've never used the maple twirly pods to do that with, but okay. Come on, Tanya. That's not where it's folded to. See what I'm saying? That this would be a good project for in front of the television if you watch TV. Because or watching videos. If you're watching a live stream. Okay, Susan. Oh dear. A dog yelping sound. How fun. Yeah. Jeffries can make a sound like a kitty cat. And it can upset the dogs as well as the kitty cats. He would make that sound, and our cat would just look at him like, "What are you doing?" Okay, come on. Fold in like you're supposed to. There we go. Okay. Now, is everybody getting it? Everybody sort of understands what's going on now, I'm hoping. And like I said, the biggest thing about changing the dimension or the size of it is to have that extra ½ inch in length over whatever size width you have. Oh, yeah, Barbara, that's probably true. Your hand is probably not going to like it. Make your belly band go across. 3½ inches would be enough to put a belly band in like this. Actually, you could put the belly band in, it could stick out, be a tab. Most of the crazy is not my fault. That's true. The other thing this would be fun as is you could put it as an edge, like right here. I'm going to make this a belly band where I can tuck stuff underneath it, but you could put it as trim on the edge. And this piece could be just a big, what do you call that? Tab that sticks out. You could make just 1 or 2 pieces and make it a tab. There you go, Barbara. See? So that maybe would be a good idea since your hand is in bad shape. Come on. Like I said, every once in a while I had trouble with this. Come on, get open. I must have folded that one real well. There. We are making old-fashioned chewing gum chains, Cheryl. I bet you've seen these and done these. You could tuck a back piece into that zigzag piece on the front of a cover. Tuck a back piece. Oh, yes, you could. You could use this as a closure. That would be, I think that'd be a lot of fun. And so, that's what we're doing, Cheryl. The biggest thing I'll tell you is that the dimensions of the paper have to be a ½ inch longer than twice the width. So the pieces we're using today are 1½ inches wide and 3½ inches long. These were 3 inches wide and 6.5 inches long. For some reason, you just got to have that extra little 1/2 inch at the end, the length. So I'm going to have to keep going though. I think I have to make a few more pieces to make my belly band. Okay. Yeah, I got to have another couple inches. Proportion. Yes, proportion. Proportion. That's because that word just wanted to go away. Hi, Fran. There you go. You're going to have 2 to make a belly band, though, Susan. Because I'm pretty sure there's 30 or so pieces in a belly band. Uh-oh. Cheryl's doing boring stuff. She's cutting up cardboard. Sherry, did I say hi to you? I hope so. I hope I've said hi to everybody. I'm sure I've missed several. But I'm glad you're all here. I know this is the boring part, but it is cute when you get it all done. Now, when you go to put it on your page, you want to put some glue in a couple of places that, see how this one opens right there? You want to put some glue inside that before you glue it down to your page. And this one down here, I highly recommend you tuck a little glue inside it before you stick it down to your page. Just, yes, thank you, Andrea. Thank you guys for your thumbs up. That will just help it to hold its shape. It locks together really well in the middle, but the 2 end pieces are not locked in with an adjacent piece. There's another word, Andrea. Adjacent started to not come out too. Well, the chat's never boring, Joyce, because they were kind of misbehaving earlier, but they've calmed down, so they're getting a little boring. Yeah, Julie, the end pieces, because they're not locked in, I usually do put a little bit of glue on each one of them inside their folds. Andrea's even spelling them correctly. Now, see, that is something I cannot do. My spelling is horrendous. English composition and spelling was always a problem. But I can do proportions. Oh, awesome, Fran. Awesome. What did he think was wrong? Well, Andrea, I'll tell you, one of my son's teachers once told me not to worry about the fact that Brandon couldn't spell a word at all. I mean, his spelling is worse than mine, nor that his handwriting was so bad. Not to worry about it because my son would always either have a computer or a secretary to fix it for him. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, you know. But what would I do without spell check? I don't know. It was set to the wrong. I wondered if that might be the problem. You have to have the right input source. Yep. Okay. I'm thinking I might have enough with these. The nice thing too is, okay, if you sit here and make it, if you make it too long, you can always take a piece or two off. So let's get this in here. And no matter how hard I tried with spelling, it just doesn't seem to stick. It just never seemed to stay in there. I always said that if we had to homeschool Brandon, we would be all right because Jeff's spelling and English skills are really good, and my math skills are good. So, but he went to school, public school, so I didn't have to do that. I fixed him to the wonky wall. I like it. Fix things to the wonky wall. Yeah, Scrabble was never a fun game for me. Okay, let's see how many more we need. Let's put it over here where you all can see it. That's why I always do math at you. Yeah, well. Oh, I'm short. I'm still short. Oh. And I think I'm still short with what's folded. I think I'm going to have to fold some more. Is Becky still here? Did she go and I miss saying goodbye? Well, Jeff was going to do the, well, of course, now it's sunny. He came in because it was raining. He was going to, every so often you have to put the jacks up and down, put the slides in and out, do all kinds of stuff like that. He was doing, I knew, Mary, that you were lurking, but I didn't see Becky go and I didn't say goodbye to her. So yeah, 3 more might do it. I don't know. I'm going to hope that 3 does it, that I don't need 4. Thanks, Fran. I think it's really cool. It's a really old, technique. It might do it, Fran. It might. She was working on something, Mindy. I know that. Yeah, and Lisa was here and she said be right back. So I don't know. She may have had to go do something. Either that or she may be working on her band and just being very quiet. I don't know. She's been here though, Julie, in and out. Okay, let's see. It needs one more. One more. Yep, oldie but goodie, Fran. It's the biggest thing, like I told everybody, is the proportions of the piece of paper. It whatever width you have, you double it and add 1/2 inch. So this is 1.5 inches wide by 3.5 inches long. This big one was made with 3 by 6.5 inch pieces. Oh, blue, 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 blue. What? There's Lisa. She's watching a movie with her hubby. Aha. I told you she was here. She just was busy. Put the blue on the outside. Oh, I see what you're talking about. I'm not going to, Andrea, because I'm making this entire book all black and white, if you hadn't noticed. Well, except for pictures. I put some flowers in here that aren't black and white, but everything else is black and white. So, oh, that was Julie that said to put the blue on the outside. Yes, you could paint them or ink them. Yeah, Violet, and tonight at 5 o'clock, there will be an actual tutorial video on this particular part of the project. The Totally Junk Journal pieces, guys, I have been doing a video, and especially with this one, if this was hard to catch, my camera that I make videos with, this was like right here. Okay, so it all of the Totally Junk videos, and there's a playlist. It's called Totally Junk Journal Round 2. Because we did this a couple years ago, and you know, when you've got a big old live stream and you're trying to find the little piece that you want, it's so hard. So I just decided, oh, it's perfect. Let me zoom back out. Martina's here. I missed her coming in. Hi, Martina. And I don't think I said, oh, there she is. And I don't think I said hello to Violet. Hello, Violet. Let me scooch this. Where's this? Let me scooch this back out. There we go. Oh, that particular blue was one of your favorites? Okay, so I'm just going to put this on here. And like I said, I'm going to put a little glue into the inside of this first one. And I mean, just a little, not much. And up here in between this one. And then I'm just going to put it down. There we go. Perfect, Barbara. Whatever works for you, and that way it's easier on your hand. Now, like I said, this would be cute as the edge trim on a piece, like so. It would also, if you only had a couple of pieces, it'd make a really cute, let's take this apart. Need 3 pieces and make a really cute tab. Come on, come apart. Come apart. Sometimes it has to think about it. There you go. Janet just posted. Okay, you're gonna put a dot of glue on the first one, but leave that. That works, Barbara. Janet just posted the link to the playlist, and I appreciate that greatly. Okay, let's make just a 3-step one. Let me see here. Where's the... Come on. It'd be cute across the bottom of a tag, like lace. You could use it like it's paper lace. Okay. See this? It make a cute little tab where you're going to grab the, flip them around. Oh, yes. I can't say that word, but I will tell you that stretch really helps. I do that stretch every day, all the time. It really, 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 really helps. Yes, it does. I thought there was an L in it, but I'm looking at the word and it looks real, very good. Susan, that is the one that stretches the hip muscle, the muscle that goes from all the way up your leg. And yes, yes. And I will tell you that if you have any kind of sacroiliac, any kind of trouble in that hip, with your lower back, anything, that stretch is 100 times better than anything they've ever done for my hip and back. I was getting shots all the time. Sciatica. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. Sciatic nerve. I was getting shots. I was doing therapy. One of my little therapists said, well, don't you do that stretch? And I cannot pronounce that word. Never been able to. Bob and Brad. Okay. Where's my pen? It stretches. Oh, okay, Andrea. Well, okay, these are your legs. You take and bend your knee across your other leg, right? Then this straight leg, you pull up. Okay? So what it does is it stretches your behind underneath your hip. So if I want to do the other side, I bend my knee, put it on top of the other leg, and pull up. Okay? And you can do it laying on the floor. You can do it in a chair. I usually do it several times a day, so I do it in the chair quite often because then I don't have to get on um, the floor. But the big thing is that you take your knee, bend it on your other leg, and then this is the leg that pulls up, and it pulls this one. If that makes any sense at all. Sit up straight in chair. If the left side hurts, put the left foot on the right knee. That's good. Like men cross their legs. Lean forward. Okay, yes, and you can lean forward. I was taught to pull up, but I do also do the lean forward thing. Perfect, Mina. Awesome. That's a really good explanation. Um, if you lay flat on the floor, that's hard. It pulls more, but I don't get down on the floor to do it anymore because getting down on the floor and getting back up off the floor gets harder and harder all the time. Okay, so now we have this cute little belly band. And next week we'll probably have to make some more tags of some sort. I don't know what yet. Yeah, and it's amazing how if you're hurting, especially like if your sciatica is hurting or my hip is hurting, there's almost immediately relief. And like I'm going to have to go stretch because I've sat on this stool for 2 hours. You know, um, yep, on the floor. Yeah, Julie, that's true. Whether or not you get your foot up that high, my right foot I have to pick up with my hand to put it on top of my left knee. Yep, yep. Hi, Linda. I hate to say this, but you're here just in time to have me tell y'all goodbye. I'm going to go early, guys. I'm not going to do a zine today. Uh, I am. I have a bead show tonight, so have to. I have to get ready for it, and I'm not. Um, so I'll show you my little page. This is my little page. I did a tag with just a piece of coffee dyed paper. It was laying on my table. I really kind of, it's very, I think Susan said it looks very industrial, and it does, which is really fun. It's kind of industrial and kind of not. So I like how it came out. Mary's going to stream tonight at 6. Oh, it's good timing then, Barbara. You could get all that done. I'm glad you all, and Linda, I'm sorry you came just as I was getting ready to leave, but then we made this belly band, which could be used as an edge trim. So we got quite a few places we need some tags. So I think that's what we're going to concentrate on next week. Yes, Susan, me too. So, okay, guys. Well, I'm going to say bye. Like I said, I'm sorry to leave so early, but at the same time, I know what I got to do today, and work is one of them. So, we'll see you at Mary's tonight, maybe. And don't forget, Lisa is going to be on tomorrow night at 7. And we will be on Lisa's channel Tuesday and Thursday this week at 2 p.m. Central. We're working on our tag book. I got some little things I got to do for my tag book. I got to go sew these. I did get some of my little tickets cut out. So this is looking to be a lot of fun with the tag book. So I hope you guys will see us Tuesday, and we will be on Lisa's channel Tuesday at 2. So y'all have a great rest of the weekend, and I'll see you later.